Hello friends, today I am going to present a short summary of Wangari Mathaai's prose work Replenishing the Earth. The full title is Replenishing the Earth Spiritual Values for Healing Ourselves and the World. The book Replenishing the Earth was published in the year 2010. Wangari Maathai was a Kenyan social, environmental, and political activist who founded the Greenbelt Movement, an environmental, non governmental organization focused on the planting of trees, environmental conservation, and women's rights. In 2004, she became the first African woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize. This was a just introduction to Wangari Maathai and the book Replenishing the Earth. We can move to the main concept of the book Replenishing the Earth. The Greenbelt movement champions gratitude and respect, promoting environmental stewardship through reducing, reusing, and recycling. Various cultures, such as Japan, emphasize these values through practices like the tea ceremony, sun gardens, and Mottei Nai, which means don't waste. Mottei Nai resonates with the Greenbelt movement's goals, encouraging waste reduction and resource appreciation, applicable in both developed and developing regions. As I mentioned above, Japanese tea garden ceremony, a cultural tradition that involves the preparation and presentation of match tea in a traditional tea room. The ceremony is steeped in history and is considered a meditational activity. The main purpose of the Japanese tea ceremony is to create bonding between the host and guest and also gain inner peace. Zen garden ceremony and tea garden ceremony are meant to for the same purpose for mental health, environmental attachment. In Japan, Mottainani encourages not only reducing waste but also appreciating and caring for what we have. This philosophy aligns with efforts in industrialized nations and poorer regions alike, where environmental degradation exacerbates poverty. For instance, many African cities struggle with plastic waste, which is an environmental hazard. Thin plastic bags, in particular, are a significant problem, clogging rivers and harming wildlife. Inspired by Japanese practices, the Greenbelt movement initiated a Motenai campaign in Kenya, advocating for a ban on thin plastic bags. This campaign mirrors a successful bans in countries like Rwanda, Bangladesh, China, and Oman, which have saved substantial resources. In the US, San Francisco and Whole Foods Market have also taken steps to reduce plastic bag use. And also, the Greenbelt movement efforts to include encouraging Kenyans to use biodegradable bags made from sisal or other sustainable materials. This not only protects the environment but also supports local industries. For example, exporting traditional Kenyan baskets, kiondo, made from sisal could replace plastic bags in developed countries, promoting fair trade and rural livelihood while conserving natural resources. Overall, Mottainai and the three R reduce, reuse, and recycle emphasize a global perspective on waste reduction and environmental respect. The Greenbelt movement's campaigns highlight the importance of integrating traditional practices with the modern sustainability efforts to protect the plant and support communities. And also the Greenbelt movement, that is GBM, in partnership with the Mainichi newspapers, has spread the Mottanaini philosophy internationally, aiming for it to become a global practice despite Japan's plastic ban in 2005 and efforts to reduce disposable chopstick use. Ongoing challenges in sustainable practice persist. Motainani encourages reclaiming cultural wisdom initially seen as outdated but now crucial in the context of global financial crisis and environmental degradation. Chopsticks are the tradition of Japanese people. They use chopstick to eat their foods, but the chopsticks are made from the trees and they cut trees, but they reuse the chopsticks several times so they can save their trees, plants, Motenaini promotes not only waste reduction but also a deeper appreciation of resources and the production of consumption cycle, emphasizing the impact of excessive consumption. This principle challenges the beliefs that more possession lead to contentment, highlighting the environmental and social costs of unchecked affluence. The ongoing challenges is balancing wealth with sustainability. The irony lies in the affluent countries responsible for historical exploitation, now leading environmental movements. Yet they continue exploiting resources in developing regions. True well being stems from compassion and service rather than material possessions. This idea is supported by spiritual figures such as Prince Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha, and Jesus Christ, who advocated for giving up possessions to achieve higher consciousness. This modern society tend to prioritize accusation, leading to dissatisfaction and endless cycle of consumption. The concept of motanai, which involves a feeling sense of shame for waste and sense of guilt for not using resources wisely, offers a way to counter this cycle. Motenai encourages us to reflect on our daily habits and make more sustainable choices, such as using public transport, conserving water and electricity, carrying reusable shopping bags, and supporting local and organic food production. Simple actions like planting trees and reducing meat consumption can significantly impact the environment when practiced collectively. One of the major points in this book is religious tradition can help foster a sense of gratitude and respect for the earth's resources. For instance, Motainani aligns with the concept of stewardship in Judo Christian tradition, where humans are expected to care for and respect the earth's resources. Many monastic traditions also embody these values through vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity, emphasizing the importance of relationships and natural world over material possessions. While Hinduism too values codes of conduct that encourages nonviolence, truthfulness, and contentment, while the three Abrahamic faiths, including periods of fasting and reflection to foster gratitude and self-control. The Kikuyu tradition also includes periods of rest and reflection, such as after a burial or during the harvest, to bond the community and express gratitude for the earth's bounty. Many religious and cultural traditions emphasize the importance of gratitude, respect for resources, and sustainable living. By incorporating these values into our daily lives, we can contribute to meaningful environmental and social change, addressing the global challenges of consumption and waste. However, modern interpretation of some Christian beliefs, such as the idea that Earth is merely a temporary home, can foster a disregard for environmental stewardship. This mindset contradicts the value of gratitude and respect for the Earth's resources and undermines effort to address environmental degradation. Instead, religious teaching should encourage care for the earth as a sacred gift and emphasize the importance of sustainable living. Similarly, external aid to developing countries often fails to foster gratitude and accountability among recipients. Many recipients develop a sense of entitlement, overlooking the generosity of donors and failing to express appreciation. This lack of gratitude perpetuates a culture of dependency and undermines efforts to promote sustainable development. Recognizing and rewarding individuals and organizations working for the common good can encourage continued efforts to address environmental and social challenges. In Japan, the practice of furoshiki exemplifies the value of gratitude and reciprocity in gift giving. By using reusable cloth wrappings, the practice reduces waste and emphasizes the importance of the gift itself rather than its packaging. This ritual of exchange reinforces the interconnectedness of giver and receiver and promotes a culture of appreciation and sustainability. Overall, gratitude should be accompanied by actions that demonstrate respect for the gift were received, whether from nature or from others. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude and practicing responsible stewardship, individuals and communities can contribute to a more sustainable and harmonious world. Overall, gratitude should be accompanied by actions that demonstrate respect for the gifts we receive, whether from nature or from others. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude and practicing responsible stewardship, individuals and communities can contribute to a more sustainable and harmonious world. The practice of using firoshki in Japan reminds the author of Kiguyu tradition of kyondo, a multi-purpose basket, and the use of gourds for carrying porridge or beer among the Kikuyu people. Both traditions involve giving gift and returning the container, symbolizing gratitude and appreciation for generosity. The act of polishing the gourd with castor oil before returning it reflects the value placed on generosity and connection to the community. These customs embody both spiritual and practical aspects of gratitude and respect for resources, emphasizing the importance of valuing and not wasting what is given. Wangari Mathaai suggests that society could benefit from embracing similar practices of expressing respect and gratitude for one another and resources we share. Recipients may feel entitled and overlook donors' generosity, undermining sustainable development efforts. Encouraging and recognizing those working for the common good can foster continued efforts to address environmental and social issues. In Japan, the practice of firoshki using reusable cloth for wrapping gift exemplify gratitude and reciprocity, reducing the waste and highlighting the significance of the gift itself. So, these are some important points from Wangari Mathai's Replenishing the Earth Spiritual Values for Healing Ourselves and the World. One important question asked from this portion is elaborate Mathaai's spiritual environmentalism in replenishing the earth. I hope the video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much.